Hello, good morning. My name is Ross Spinner. I'm a 12-year employee with EBMUD Instrument Technician. As I went to the meeting 2 weeks ago, the HR meeting in the morning, I know some of you were there and heard me. I said I would continue to speak on a problem I had when I was a new hire employee and new hire harassment that I received at that time. Basically, when I hired on 12 years ago, it became obvious that my boss wanted to fire me almost immediately, within 2 weeks. And I don't know why. I have my own ideas. But I worked to try to work through these problems. I talked to him about it. He basically told me through a trainer who he had training me, the trainer would tell me, hey, the boss wants to fire you, and this is why. So I would talk to my boss, my supervisor, about, well, am I having some problems? Basically my trainer said that you didn't like this. Could I do something to improve it? So I basically tried to work through those problems as they came up. But after 3 months, I got my first employee evaluation, which is required for new hires. Actually, I don't do this very often. So basically, he gave me a really poor evaluation, which I was sort of expecting. I've had bosses that really didn't understand me. So I very nicely, I told him I didn't think his evaluation of me was fair. I basically, we had a little discussion about that. I went off to work. I actually came back because I was so upset about this evaluation. And I went home. I went home after that. So what happened following this was outrageous. My boss came down. We have a shop that's above and below. My supervisor came down, and there was another employee there in the shop. There was 2 people who were working in that shop at that time, me and this other employee. He told the employee that he sent an email to HR saying that they need to fire me because I was mentally unstable. And that basically HR called him back and said, you can't fire him now because, what you're saying is outrageous. This is not appropriate. So he then told my coworker he needed to help him fire me, which, and I didn't learn about this until after I was through with probation. So basically, things did get better for me. But almost immediately, and I didn't know why, my coworker who I was working with, he started getting harassed. The boss would come downstairs and just sort of, for no real reason, start yelling at him about things. So this went on, and my coworker ended up taking time off. I don't know why, but at that time, pretty much like after 2 weeks, my boss started telling me how my coworker was a troubled employee and how he had issues, and he started telling me personal medical information about him, about why he wasn't coming to work. And so, I found out from my coworker, basically he's being harassed.
Mr. Spinner, your 3 minutes have concluded. If you can wrap up your comments.
Okay, well, basically, I feel this is a problem with new hire right now at the district. I don't think if you handled new hires the way we do with the at-work policy that we have, that this kind of thing wouldn't happen. Actually, we'd have better management also. So, thank you very much.
All right, thank you for coming today. Give others